Morning. So we're at Moorlands Farm Fishery today for the Severn Trent annual team event. I can't remember these. There's 12 to 15 teams here, 60 to 70, maybe even 80 anglers. And we've as many as 100 anglers here before on this annual event. It's always a great fun day out. So I haven't fished for Moorlands Farm Fishery before, so it's really looking forward to it. It should be a great day. It's on a section points system. So there's 5 of us in the team. You've got Wiggy, Paul Skeldon, Ambert and Nikki and myself. So that's the farm made up today, and hopefully we can compete really well. We have won the event before. We've generally come pretty well in the top 3, but not tempting fate today because we all need to draw one and then we need to catch some fish as well. So it's always fiercely competitive match. So I've drew peg 44 on Meadowpool. It's on a little bit of a point and probably about a third of the way from the end of the lake. The wind is blowing from left to right, and there's a chap sat down there and the wind blowing in the corner peg, and he's got some empty pegs either side, so he's our favourite for the lake. So it's competing in the sections really to try and come in the top 1 or 2 of the sections. That's the ultimate aim. So I've set up. I've got a couple of decent margin lines because I'm on a point. I can go back against the bank, but it's deep. Margin to my left is quite deep. It's quite shallow on the right hand side, so different margin rigs. I've set up a pace line, top 2 plus 2 in front of me, just have a feel for it because there's supposed to be a lot of silvers in here, so I may not persevere with the pace if it's getting pestered with it. Strict bait limits today, and I have pellets, paste, meat, and a few worms for hook bait, a few bits of corn for hook bait. Set a method feeder up to fish at about 16, 18 metres, which will be probably 20 metres, but 20 metres near the middle of the lake. So that's an option I might start with. That's why I trickle feed into the other lines and then just see what's being caught in the match. So I might start on the method, and we'll see where we go, but really looking forward to it. Let's hope we can get some fish. It's a beautiful day forecast, very gentle breeze, very warm and muggy, and we're going to feel it right into the match, and let's hope we get some fish. Speak to you in a bit. So we're just a few minutes in, nobody's had any fish yet. So I'm just introducing a few pellets onto the feeder line. Just to create a bit of noise and put a little bit of better bait down. It's nice that that's worked straight away. It's not a big fish. It's a strange fighting fish, might even be a bream or something. Yeah, it is, it's a bream. It's a good bream as well. Lovely fish, that one. Perfect, £2 bream first pour in. This feels like a nice fish. This is my 4th put in. Really not impressive being caught, but nice £6 anyway. like another nice fish. Nice to keep it quiet and disorientate it. It's nice common. Right, so we're 1 hour in. The 2 carp, 3 little skimmers and one bream about £2. So I think I've got about £14, so it's a good start for the first hour. It's very quiet, it's hardly anything being caught. There's a guy on the feeder almost opposite, he's had 3 little carp. 2 guys to my left above 1 each. Apart from that, I've not seen any other carp caught. Odd silverfish being caught, but fish are just mooching around at the minute. I think they're going to come on feed later. I'm feeding a pace line just with pellet at top 2+2. Trickling a bit of bait into it. I might give it a try a little bit, but I'll carry on with this for the time being. A nice bream. I think some slightly bigger bream, hopefully. Yeah. Don't mind catching these ones. These are nice. Lovely. I don't think it's a big fish, unless it's just swimming towards me, pretending to be small. Looks like another decent fish. Another comment. Right, so we're 2 hours in. The clicker's showing £25, 4 carp and then the skimmers. So we'll have to see how accurate. I mean, later if I can keep using the clicker, I'll see how accurate we are. So it's only a 5-hour match. So I've fed this one margin line which is deep to my left. It's pretty much top kit or top kit plus one to my left. I've put in half a pot of maggot, dead reds on that line. I'm still feeding my pace line at top 2 plus 2, but the wind keeps getting really strong and then dropping again. So it's going to make it difficult presenting paste. But I fish it a little bit over depth. At the moment, I'm still ticking over. And because it looks like there's not a lot of fish being caught, I'm happy, you know, where we are with it at the moment. Can't see everybody, but there's nobody, even the guy with the wind blowing in the corner. Not catching lots of fish. There's odd fish being caught, really. So, if I can keep picking odd carp up 4, 5, 6 pound and then get them skimmers up to £1 to £2, that'd be lovely. Get some more of those. Perhaps for the next half an hour. And if I see people catching carp closer in on the pole lines, then I'll drop straight onto the pace line. That's my tactics at the moment. Feels like a bream again. Oh, it's a nice one. Look at that one. Oh, that's a proper bream. Like that. That's an absolutely beautiful fish. Gorgeous. Look at that thing. £3 maybe? The first look on the pace line. I'm feeding this line for 2 hours now, just little bits. So I've had 4 or 5 put in with the paste now. I've had one skimmer, altered my depth a couple of times. It's not really what we're after. There's bubbles coming up, but I don't think there's any carp there. That's made my mind up. That's a little fatty. Beautiful. Get him in the net. Must be £4. We'll see if there's anything on these. If we can catch this bream on the top 2 line, on a bit of meat or something, I'll be able to get quite a few of them in a short space of time. They're definitely down there because they're just pulling at the paste. So I've had a roach and a skimmer on that line, and it's just like this. I'm just wondering if there's any decent skimmers will take the little bits of meat quickly, you know. Wow. Smallest fish of the day. On the season, but look how small that is. Tiny. A nice one. So just bits on the pole line at the moment. Roach, very small skimmers, gudgeon, and paste and meat. Right, so we're 3 hours in. Just the 2 hours left. Struggling. I've got about £32 in the net. Everybody's struggling really. From what I can see, is not a lot being caught. Certainly this end of the lake isn't anyway. I've heard that the next lake are catching in the end where the wind's blowing in. But I mean, I can't see them from here. Got 2 hours left, so I'm going to start feeding these margins. Potting in some pellets and some maggots. I'm going to go over it with worm and see if we can pick some biggies up to go with the £32 we've got already. From what I can see, £32 don't look a bad weight for this lake, anyway, at the moment. But it's very slow at the moment, very slow. I reckon next peg's playing a honey monster. You can see it on the footage. One of the nicer breams. Lovely. I've gone down the edge of my pellets. I've hooked one on worm. So I've put in about half a pot of pellet. And I've got a feeling this isn't up properly, but there's a big fish down there. Not sure I've got the right landing net for this fish. Wasn't hooked properly. Got in the fin. But anyway, it's in the net. We're back down the margins. I've just been and had a perch from the other side, and then I've seen a fish tail patterned on the right hand side. So I've put 2 worms on, try and anchor the rig so we can get a clean bite. I'm not sure 2 worms are going to deter a little perch though. Got the fish already. Let's hope this one's better hooked. It's come out nice and steady. Settle down a bit now. Nice and steady. You take the pressure up and the fish will come back towards you. For the most part, anyway. That was a good fish. It's a proper fish, that. You meant to have them 2 worms. Look at that, that's a beauty. That's a good fish. I'm in the other net. Pinched off the worm. Look at that for a margin monster. As big as the worm. Big ghosty came into the margin. It was wallowing down there. I've got it on. Big fish as well. It's just wallowing at about 20 metres at the moment. What time is it? Straight, I've got 1 hour left. It was a long fish. And get onto the top kit. Lost a really big fish at Springvale the other day as well, so being extra cautious with this one. Oh, look at that for a ghosty. Oh, that's a beauty. A ghost carp. Look at that beauty. Oh, that's a proper fish. We'll change out £10 for that one. It took a while, so I've had all 4 down the margin already. They've been a bit cagey. Last 15-20 minutes. Everybody's catching now. Loads of fish being caught now. Good fish. I think it's a mirror, this one. I'm quite short now, might be coming. Take the pressure off it. It's back 4:15 now. Not got long left. Right, that's the end of the match. So I've had about 10 or 12 carp. I had £30 before the margin fish started feeding. So I've had another 5 or 6 down there, so probably got 25 to £30 from down there, including that lovely ghost as well. That's beautiful fish. So we'll get packed away and we'll have a weigh and we'll see which team's won. Hello again. So we've got the results in from the Moorlands Farm Severn Trent Team event. So looking at the figures, and we had 12 teams. of 5, so 60 anglers, fished across 3 pools, bank, meadow and high meadow, and it was a very competitive match, but it was a little bit slow to start with. There were 2 sections on my lake, on meadow, and I came third on the lake overall with £63.7 and third in the section. I think £32 won the first section, so that was hard going. But £65 won my section. That was the peg with the wind blowing in it. So to get £63 7 ounce and only just miss out by a couple of pound for the section win, I was pretty pleased with that from where I was. So third on the lake and third in the section. There was 24 on the lake, so that was pretty good. Paul Skeldon did the best out of the Nottingham team. He came 5th overall with £70 12 ounce from bank 5. So if you could place him there in the near future, if you're going on to bank pool, it's probably the best one that's fishing at the moment. Certainly to get top of the 5 of the top 10 weights. There's only one section of 12 on there as well, so it fished its head off yesterday, which included the winner. The individual winner was Dean Elsmore with £120 9 ounce from bank pool as well. So it was definitely the place to be. I think my £63 7 ounce came in 9th place overall out of 60 anglers. So I'm very pleased with that. Quickly on to the teams then. So Nottinghamshire, we finished tied 5th with 51 points, but the outright winners were Tame with 64 points. So they fished excellent competition and were worthy winners on the day. So it was an excellent day. It was the first time I've ever fished Moorlands Farm. It's a lovely place to go. Definitely worth a visit. I had pleasure in all matches. Very competitive pace and very evenly spread. Pegs as well, plenty of room, plenty of good margins. I caught some good fish in the margins late on. Perhaps could have gone there a little bit earlier, but I'm very pleased to get £63 from where I was. Now come third on the lake out of the 24 anglers, so definitely be going back again. I'm not sure if next year's team event's going to be on the same place, but we'll look forward to it if it is. Just a quick thank you to Dave Kent for organising the match. There's lots of organisation. By the time he's organised it and sorted everybody out, he only gives himself half an hour to set up. I seen him arrive to his peg half an hour literally just before the start. So he only just gets set up one rig and he gets going. So a big thank you to Dave. Well done, mate. Right, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Got more videos coming up. We'll finish with a few highlights. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Oh, that's a proper fish. We'll change out £10 for that one.